Hi guys, this is Tanya with VLRV Services, your friend in the RV business. Today I'm going to talk about your manufacturing warranty if you bought your camper new. Most new campers come with a 1 or 2 year manufacturing warranty. What is entailed in that warranty should be bumper to bumper, whether it's a travel trailer, fifth wheel, or a driving unit. A little bit separate from that, usually your roof membrane will have a separate warranty on it. So today we're going to kind of discuss things about that warranty, how it works, what you need to do to get it fixed. First of all, as far as that roof warranty, I want you to know it's not just you get to leave your roof alone and if it fails, that's on them. You do have to do the regular maintenance and upkeep and check on that roof and do the things that are required, that are considered maintenance, because if you don't do those things, you lose that warranty. So now moving on to just normal things that go wrong with your camper. No matter what it is, what are your options? What can you do to get it fixed? They are going to want to tell you you need to take it back to the dealership to have those warranty things fixed. If you're traveling, they're going to try to get you to go to a local dealership that's sold, that manufacturer's product. That is not your only option. We, providing mobile RV repair services, we do a lot of warranty work for a lot of different manufacturers. We will go out to the customer, gather the information, file the claim. Usually when we're there, if it's something that we can fix, we just go ahead and fix it. And then we can file the claim. Now, I'm not saying that I work for every manufacturer, but typically what will have to happen is I would have you, the client, reach out to the manufacturer of your coach and say, hey, I don't have the capability of taking this back to the dealership. What I would like to do is get a mobile RV repair company to come out and do the work. Can you approve that? And a lot of times they'll give you a case number. They'll tell your repair company to reach out to them with your VIN number if they gave you a case number with that case number, so that mobile repair person can work with that manufacturer to get you taken care of. That being said, typically they are not going to cover your service call fees, okay? So just be prepared to pay that out of pocket. But the benefit for you is that, okay, I don't have to take it to the dealership, pack it up, take it down there, drop it off and leave it for who knows how long. If you're lucky, a week. I have heard of customers taking their stuff in for warranty work and them keeping the coach for months. So being able to use a mobile technician is a really good option if you plan to do a lot of camping. You don't want to be making months and months of payments on your camper and your camper be sitting at the dealership getting work done on it. Another thing that I want you to be aware of, they're not going to pay the diagnostic fees to that mobile tech. And that goes for, let's say you called me out to work on your camper and it is your water heater. Let's say it's a Dometic water heater. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to file that claim straight with Dometic. Dometic, too, will not cover service call fees. Dometic will not cover diagnostic charges. So, yes, if you take it into your dealership, chances are you may have to pay nothing out of pocket. I wouldn't guarantee that. But using a mobile service, you're going to keep the camper in your possession. I like to be as upfront and honest as I can with customers about those service call fee charges, those diagnostic charges. And then sometimes, they don't even pay our full labor bill. So for example, if they pay 0.75 to do the job and it takes an hour, well, the warranty's only going to pay out 0.75, so you have to pay the balance left on that. Being a mobile repair company, I consider our services premium services. We come to you with a stocked, loaded truck with trained technicians. And on that, I will say my technicians are, Anthony's been doing it for 6 years. Austin has been with us for, I think, 4 years. Todd's been with us for 2.5, 3 years. We have a new guy on now that we are doing in-house training with. So, You know, we train our own people, not saying we never make mistakes, because you know what, we're human, we all make mistakes. That being said, versus taking it into a dealership, dealerships really have a high turnover rate of technicians. I think that a lot of their technicians they'll have like one or two that are really high-end technicians, and then the rest of them are just kind of moved around to do the things that the other techs don't want to do. You know, so the quality of service you're actually getting in some of the dealerships, in some of the shops, you know, you really don't know what is happening. And even if your repair that you've sent it in for is getting done. Another big plus to having a mobile RV person come out, on top of, you know, you get to keep the camper in your possession. Guess what? You get to see what's being done to your camper. Okay, yes, you're going to have to pay a service call fee. You're going to have to pay the diagnostic charges. You know, so, you know, and that's going to vary depending on the mobile RV repair company that you have come out. And guess what? Sometimes you can even take that back to the manufacturer and request, you know, look, I've only had this coach 3 months. I'm staying in it right now. I can't take it to the dealership. Can you cover the service call fee for me? You know, and when I'm working with the manufacturers, I always try to get them to pay as much as I can for you, the client, so you don't have to pay no more than you need to out of your pocket. You know, but like I said, I mean, if you're camping and you're not near your dealership, you really don't have much of a choice. But it can really, just keep in mind, you don't have to take it back to the dealership, okay? You can call a mobile service. Yes, it's going to cost you some money to do that. Coach stays in your possession. You can see what's going on with it, you know, and you can continue using it. I don't want to come off sounding like all dealerships are bad, because that is not my intent. There are great dealerships out there. If you have a great dealership and you can make that appointment, get your coach in there quick, and they can get you in and out quick, that is fantastic. I know that a lot of times you have to take it in, they'll do the diagnostic, then they have to order the parts, and when they get the parts in, then they can do the repair work. And that's fine and dandy if you don't need use of the camper, because usually when there's a failure, it doesn't mean that you can't use the rest of the camper. It doesn't mean that you can't use anything else in the camper. You might be isolated from using one thing, you know, and if it's a cosmetic thing, we can live through that until it's repaired. That's the quick and the short of it. You do not have to take your coach back to the dealership or to a dealership that provides services on that particular manufacturer's coach. You can hire out mobile services to come take care of it. Pros and cons, yes, you're going to have to pay some out of pocket. That manufacturer may reimburse you for it. Another con, you get to keep the camper. It stays in your possession. You can see what's going on with it. I just want you to know that you do have options. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put those below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share. I'll see you next time. Your friends in the RV business. Bye-bye.